An assistant was stopped by an elderly lady during an inspection of a nursing home. The lady kept muttering the name of a female CEO. Upon hearing this, the assistant felt a sudden sense of unease. Earlier, the female CEO had disguised herself as a caregiver to conduct an unannounced visit here. She had also sent him a message stating that there were problems with the nursing home. That was why the assistant had come to inspect the nursing home in person. But after arriving, he had been unable to find the female CEO, so he quickly asked the elderly lady how she knew that name. However, the lady spoke indistinctly. She only kept saying that there were people downstairs. The assistant did not understand what she meant, but the nursing home leaders nearby panicked when they heard this. They hastily explained that the lady suffered from Alzheimer's disease and there was no one downstairs at all. Nevertheless, the assistant realized that the nursing home might be hiding something from him. He immediately shouted angrily and told them to take him to the downstairs the lady had mentioned. Unexpectedly, they LED him to a dark and damp basement. As soon as he arrived, he saw a group of caregivers beating the female CEO, who had disguised herself as a caregiver for the unannounced visit. She was already on the verge of death from the beating. Seeing this, the assistant angrily pushed the caregivers away. He told someone to call an ambulance immediately to save the female CEO, but the female CEO said that an elderly person's condition was more urgent. That person needed emergency rescue right away. The assistant turned around and realized all the elderly residents of the nursing home were actually living in the basement. No wonder he had found no abnormalities during his earlier inspection. When the director and the head caregiver saw their secret exposed, they trembled with fear. They were even more shocked to learn the new caregiver who had tried to tip them off earlier was actually the female CEO who had invested in the nursing home. The director couldn't believe it and asked the assistant if he had made a mistake, but he was immediately punched in the face. The assistant ordered a thorough investigation of the nursing home. Shortly afterward, he took the injured to the hospital. 3 days later, the female CEO had basically recovered. She decided to personally deal with the masterminds behind the abuse of the elderly. A caregiver who often beat the elderly tried to shirk responsibility, but the female CEO slapped her 20 times in a row. It was a form of retribution on behalf of the elderly she had bullied. Next, the female CEO handed the head caregiver a cup. She kept pouring hot water into it. The head caregiver's hands blistered from the heat, but she dared not drop the cup because she had once abused an elderly person in the same way she had even crippled the elderly person's leg with a baseball bat. And the biggest culprit behind all this was the corrupt director. The female CEO prepared a box of cash and a bowl of pig feed that the elderly were given to eat. She told him to eat all of it. A manager responsible for coordinating with the nursing home was horrified when he saw this. He hastily denounced the group as deserving of death, but the female CEO revealed that she had already investigated for every inspection. It was this manager who had leaked information. That was why they had never discovered the problems at the nursing home before. None of these scoundrels would escape punishment. They would all face severe legal consequences.